Hey there, I know I went live half an hour early, but uh really it was just kind of reading this recent news that I changed the title to, and I'm like, what the hell is going on in the world today? For those who don't know, Anthony Hickox and Jeff Burr, they may not have been John Carpenter or Wes Craven or George Romero, but they were two guys that did make horror movies, some pretty decent ones. And then they just passed away like within a week of each other, and they were in their 60s, which is way too young. So, I mean, I'm not, the whole stream's not going to be about that, but if people want to bring it up, be my guest. And they mentioned like what they liked with the director's work, but I don't know what the hell's going on. What the hell's going on in the world? Just don't get it. Just don't get it, man. And that's why, yeah, I was going to wait till 7:30, but just like Anthony Hickox passed away, and then I just read the news that Jeff Burr passed away. I mean, again, they may not be on the Wes Craven, George Romero list of directors, but still, man. Anthony Hickox, he did films I liked when I was a kid. Waxwork 1 and 2 were really good. That starred Zach Galligan from Gremlins. Waxwork 2 Lost in Time had Alexander Godunov from Die Hard, had Bruce Campbell in it. As a Zach Galligan starred in that in the first one. He did Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. He did a pretty good werewolf film with Mario Van Peebles called Full Eclipse. And then Jeff Burr, he did the third Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. He did Pumpkinhead 2. He did Puppet Master 4 and 5. He did The Stepfather 2. Make Room for Daddy. I think that was the subtitle for that. Material Quinn. So they were guys that directed a lot of B movies. But I mean, like, I enjoy Hellraiser 3. I liked Puppet Master 4 and 5. That was the one with the demon going after the puppets, and the puppets were the good guys. You know, I love Watcher 1 and 2. They were childhood favorites of mine. I have the Blu-rays actually over there. Uh, yeah, Anthony Hickox, he did the second Warlock with Julian Sands, who passed away. That's true, Warlock the Armageddon. Uh, but yeah, it's again, it was one of those things that it's too bad. I mean, like I said, I know they're not John Carpenter or Wes Craven, and a lot of people are not going to know their movies. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's like goddamn, like within the same week, shit. It's not just like the big guys that have passed away: Wes Craven, Larry Cohen, George Romero, Toby Hooper, uh, Stuart Gordon. I'd hide everyone in the chat. Sorry, just in the middle of this tangent. But think about horror directors. John Carpenter is still around, but Larry Cohen, George Romero, Toby Hooper, Wes Craven, Stuart Gordon, uh, a lot of these guys are gone. And then again, like two guys, especially Anthony Hickox, where I watched their films, renting them at the video store, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Or like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, I thought was a decent film. Not up to the first two, but I thought it was decent. And it's just too bad. Just too bad. So sorry to the people in the chat. Hi to everybody. I'm sorry, I just got on this tangent and randomness. So that's why I actually started the stream early, because again, I was going to do it at 7:30, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So Warlock the Armageddon is your favorite to RJ? That's cool. Very cool. Kevin, I don't know. And Ultra, I don't keep up with A24. I don't keep up with A24, so I don't know, man. So yeah, I put that title up in case people who are fans of these guys, who have seen their work, I'd be curious to hear their thoughts on. If you don't, that's fine. Uh, Whisper from a Stream, I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't remember much about it. Like I said, of Jeff Burr, the ones I remember more is uh, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, Puppet Master 4 and 5, a bit of Stepfather 2. Like though, I think Meg Foster was in that from They Live in Leviathan. I think she was the kind of the leading lady in that, and Stepfather 2. Bob Ross, I'm indifferent to him. I have no issues. Okay, Alex, your favorite is Full Eclipse. Yeah, that was made for, was it HBO? Yeah, that's a pretty fun one. That's Mario Van Peebles gets with this group of cops, and the group of cops are like a vigilante group of cops, but you find out that the cops are also werewolves, and for the most part, done practical effects. Dara 2 died in the same week, not on the same day. Payback. Which one was that, Anthony Hickox? Who? I don't think I saw that one. What was that about? Did anyone see Waxwork 1 and 2, or am I the only person that saw those films? Those are child favorites of mine. I love those are good to watch for the Halloween season. Waxwork starred, like I said, David Warner, who passed away. He was pretty much the main bad guy, David Warner. Pretty much he ran this wax museum, and Zach Galligan. Yeah, Waxworks is a late 80s film, 1988. And thanks, Lucas. Zach Galligan and a group of kids, teenagers, they go to this wax museum, and if you enter a certain wax exhibit, you go into their world. So, for example, in the first Waxwork, one guy gets pushed into a zombie exhibit, and they're in a zombie world, and it's done in black and white, like Night of the Living Dead. One gets pushed into this vampire display, and then it plays out like a bloody Hammer horror Dracula film. There's a mummy segment. There's a werewolf segment with some pretty good gore. A guy gets ripped in half practically. And then at the end of the film, all the wax exhibits become alive and they fight the mob. And it's like the mob and all these monsters having this big literal monster mash fighting each other. This little asshole little person, the midget, gets thrown into this little shop of horrors plant, gets eaten. And Watcher 2 Lost in Time is actually my favorite of the group because that's like a horror version of a Nintendo game. There's even a line where, what's that actor's name? He was on this British show, The Avengers. He's like, "You've stumbled to God's Nintendo game." And they're going through all these time periods, almost like going to the next level. And Zach Galligan from Gremlins fights Alexander Grunov from Die Hard in a sword fight. And the sword fight, they keep going through all these dimensions. So during the sword fight, there's nods to Dawn of the Dead, because in the middle of the sword fight, they stumble. Yeah, Patrick Mindy, thank you, Fred. They stumble into a Dawn of the Dead, a mall segment, and Zach Galligan like cuts a zombie's hand off and uses it against Alexander Grunov. They then enter like a Godzilla ripoff. They enter to a black and white. Oh, because they find Jack the Ripper, and Zach Galligan saves this girl. He tips Jack the Ripper, and Jack the Ripper falls into a silent film, black and white Nosferatu. So when they leave, Nosferatu's like going after Jack the Ripper. Like the amount, there's a segment that's a nod to The Haunting that's done in black and white. And Bruce Campbell's in it, and there's a funny scene where he's found and he's alive, and it's goofy like Evil Dead 2, but his entire chest is opened up. So you see the full rib cage, but he's alive and fine because that's the part of the joke they did. And he keeps trying to heal it, but he keeps actually putting salt and stuff on Bruce Campbell's wound. Yeah, I definitely recommend Waxwork 1 and 2. They were in a double feature from, what was the company? I know it. Vestron had it. Vestron had a Blu-ray that has both of them on it. You can probably find it online as well. But yeah, Waxwork and Waxwork 2 Lost in Time are definitely worth a look for Anthony. Same with the Full Eclipse with Anthony Hickox. And Hellraiser 3, I did know that he did the music video with Motorhead. Hellraiser. Yeah, but he also directed the movie Hellraiser 3, on Earth. Hell on Earth. Josh, I didn't see Saw X, and I don't give a shit about Hunger Games prequel. Marcus, I would choose Metallica. Jack Attack solo film. I don't even know what that is, Alter Ego, so I don't know, man. Don't know what that is. Favorite scene, Jumanji. I like the movie. I don't have a favorite scene. I like the film. But again, hi to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's doing okay. The First Power on the Gate, both good films. Yeah, check them out, man. Arrow Hellraiser box set. I don't need to get it. I have the films. I don't need them in 4K. I don't give a shit. New York Undercover. I never heard of that TV show, so don't know much about it. Sorry. Favorite ice cream? Yeah, that is random. Vanilla. That is a random question, but okay. It's an easy question at least, so there you go, vanilla. Well, Josh, I mean, I'm not a therapist, so your sister-in-law and your brother getting separated, I don't know what you want me to do about it. I mean, I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. Hey there, Alex. I like the scene when the gun shop owner asks the hunter if he's a postal worker. Yeah, yeah, that is a fun one. I didn't rent from Blockbuster. Well, Millennium isn't really a spinoff of X Files. It's just from the same creator, but it's not the it's not really a spinoff of X Files. It's just Chris Carter did another show and it was called Millennium. Well, again, Josh, sorry that's happened. I don't know what you want me to do with that information though. The Nest is a good creature feature film. Has some nice special effects. Am I pissed off? Yeah, I'm pissed off that two directors that were pretty good or have passed away. Yeah, I know it's the same universe, but I'm just saying Millennium wasn't done at first to be a spin-off of X-Files. It was done on its own thing. It wasn't until much after the fact, after the show got canceled, where they plugged him into that crappy X-Files episode, which was a lame episode. Never played Duke Nukem Forever. I don't care about Will and Jada. Jackie Halloween Ends is worse. Favorite 1960s show? I didn't watch shows from the 1960s. Least favorite movie starring Exhibit? I can't name you 5 films starring Exhibit. The movie Millennium with Chris Christopherson? Yeah, it's a lame, shitty movie. Yeah, Devil's Damage Upper I never heard of. Haven't heard of that one. Why would you want John Cena to play Duke Nukem? Callum Lynch. Why would you want that? Give me one good reason. Did I watch the TV show Bewitched? No, did not. Which of Jason, Michael Myers, and Levis Jason, Michael Myers, Leatherface. Which is your favorite of the three? Jason. DJ, Close Encounters. Oh, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. Hey, man, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great night. What are your thoughts on the comedians Jack Black and Carrot Top? Jack Black, he's only made a couple good films, Trap with Thunder being one of them. School of Rock was decent. I like Saving Silverman. Carrot Top, never liked him. His movie was awful, Chairman of the Board. And yeah, who gives a shit about Carrot Top? Who gives a fuck about Carrot Top? Yeah, I've seen The Prophecy. I saw The Prophecy back in the day with Christopher Walken. I've always liked it. Elias Koteas, Casey Jones from the 1999 Ninja Turtles film. He's the star of the film. And then Christopher Walken is the main bad guy. And Eric Stoltz is in it. Yeah, Vito Mortensen plays the devil. I haven't played Duke Nukem Forever, Kevin. I mentioned that. I don't give a shit about the after strike. Why would I ever want to be a DJ? Yes. Do you sigh out loud on stream? Uh, Garrison, are you drunk or are you high? uh, what kind of question is that? Do you sigh loud on stream? No, I fucking fart on stream. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's a really dumb question. Come on. Like, come on, dude. Seriously. I'm sorry, just that's a really dumb question. Do you what's this? Do you talk on stream? Sigourney Weaver, like you're in Aliens. An alien and Ghostbusters. I wish Dolph Lundgren would have played Duke Nukem. Yeah, that would have been a good choice. If it was the '90s, that would have been my choice for Duke Nukem. Would be Dolph. I agree with that. I enjoyed Dolph, and yeah, that would have been the choice I would have made. Do you flap your wings on stream? Yeah, if I had wings. God only knows. I don't know what that is. Do you rant on movies? Exactly. I don't know what my favorite Motorhead song is. Favorite Al Pacino movie, Scarface. Have you ever cried during a movie? Sure, Alien 3. Daredevil Born Again writers have been fired. I don't follow the news on that, so I don't know. A sequel you would have wanted? Dread 2. Fallen with Denzel? No, I'd rather just watch the first Power. First word I saw with Jipper was Alien Tornado, which I loved when I was little until I got older and saw how bad it was. I never heard of Alien Tornado, but the name is pretty funny. But yeah, Jipper, I mean, I would say Chainsaw Master 3 is his better one. I like Puppet Master 4 and 5 for what they are. Stiff 2, I've seen worse. I reviewed Rotor. It's awful. Hey, Broad Step. Hey, Frame by Frame. Sorry, Frame by Frame. I haven't seen the movie yet. I will get to it as soon as I can. Also, I will mention if anyone does send a PayPal request, make sure you send it via, was it like gifts, friends, or family? Not as good as services. Because you send friends and family actually helps out better. Valley Girl, I haven't seen. Yes, rest in peace, Anthony Hickox and Jeff Burr. Hi there, Bobby. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I know. I know Kevin about Scarface. I've even seen the original film, and I reviewed the original film. Fairline for Pacino. I don't know, it's tough. There's a lot of good lines. Lightning like aliens that take the form of tornadoes on Earth. What year was this made? New York Undercover, never saw. EM, I've had neither of those sandwiches, so I don't know. Yeah, call me Tex. Yeah, Vito Morrison was in Chainsaw Master 3. That's true, yeah. Mutant with Wings Hauser, I like the film. Hey, Ali, hope you're doing well. Okay, Broadstipe, thank you, man. I haven't looked on there. Uh, I'll look on there later, but thank you, bro. It's type. Scott Hall, yeah, rest in peace to him. Hey, Total Meltdown too. Hope you're doing well. Do you like the theme song from Heavy Metal, the movie? Yes, I do. I do enjoy it. Sammy Hagar. Is Twister in your top five Bill Paxton films? Yeah, probably for Bill Paxton, yeah. True Lies 2, I don't know. Back then, maybe I would have been more curious than him doing Avatar 2 and 3. Hello there, Foddy. Hello, everyone in the chat. Sorry if I missed you. Michael Madsen, I mean, he's a good actor. I don't know what my favorite of his. Species is a good one. No, I've never heard that podcast, Alex. Oh, that's cool, Darth Goldust. That's very cool. Horror directors dropping like flies, and the main actress from Night of the Demons too. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of Night of the Demons too, but it's still that's sad to hear. Still too bad. Myth beats fiction. You can put any scene you want. Be my guest. Sean, cool. Congrats. Hope you enjoy that Blu-ray. Rudy, good film. Necessary Roughness. I had some fun with it. Worst Caruso movie or role? I don't know. Uh, Lucas, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bride of Chucky. Favorite Kiefer Sutherland film? Young Guns is a good one. A good movie you watched recently? Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino. That's a good one. I've seen The Gate. That's a good one. I only like the '88 Blob film. I'm not a fan of the original. Hayden Christensen. I'm not a fan of him as an actor. No, I'm not seeing the new Exorcist. I like the film Soldier. I think that's actually a pretty good one. I didn't used to like it, but I think it's better than it. It's actually not that bad of a movie. The Burning, it's okay. Deranged, vaguely heard about it. Treasure Hunt, don't know anything about it. Witchboard 2, didn't see it. Tone Meltdown 2, I prefer Exorcist 3. Samuel, I haven't seen either one enough to give an opinion. Mr. Cool, I would choose Boomerang. Jonathan, that's cool that you're a fan of those. Thank you, Lucas. Yeah, myth beats fiction. Anthony Hickox, he, like I said before, before he got here, Waxwork 1 and 2, I highly recommend. Was Zach Galligan, who starred in Gremlins. Especially Waxwork 2 Lost in Time. You could technically watch Waxwork 2 and not even have to watch the first one, although I do like the first one. Just that one, there's like a nice take on Alien. There's a nice take on, has one of the coolest sword fights just for how they creatively do it. I reviewed The Fanatic. Yeah, he directed Waxwork and Waxwork 2 Lost in Time. He directed Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. Pretty good Full Eclipse film. Pretty good werewolf film called Full Eclipse with Mario Van Peebles. Alex, I'll choose Atlantis. Beach Boys, I don't mind them. Favorite Roddy Piper movie other than They Live. Jungle Ground or Tough and Deadly. Uh, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is worst Darth Gold Dust. Ian, I'm trying, but Sally, I mean, if it's a super chat, I'll take a bit longer to answer it because I think that's only right for me to do. But sometimes I do have to answer quick, otherwise I'll never catch up, and I'll be like 40 minutes behind in a matter of 5 minutes. Yeah, this is with slow mode on. Yeah, Waxwork 2 is definitely worth the watch. I don't watch Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen movies. I didn't watch much of the Muppets. I saw Muppets in Manhattan back in the day. I do like the movie Event Horizon. Didn't watch Benny Hill. I know of it. Favorite Jeff Wincroft film? Maybe Mission of Justice, maybe Last Man Standing, and not the Bruce Willis one, although that's a good one. This is a different Last Man Standing. Mazzy Star, don't know what that is. Aquaman 2, I know nothing about it and don't really care. Peacemaker, didn't watch the TV show. Didn't watch American Dad. Derek, I haven't seen Benny Hill, like I said, so how could I say between that and Monty Python? Fair Weird Al song. Uh, I don't know. I have to think about it. Fair Bill Murray role between Ghostbusters and Stripes. I don't know about my DVD collection. I don't know how big it is. I don't really buy much anymore. Who do you prefer? I guess Batgirl Lucas. War at Home, I barely remember. Brian Benben, he did a great job at Coming Pieces. One of my favorites. Yeah, Event Horizon's a good one. Fatso 1980, never saw it. Conan Tate, I reviewed the film. Sundown, The Vampire Retreat. Yeah, that's another Anthony Hickox one. That is another one. I think David Carradine's in it. I think Bruce Campbell has a small role in that. I don't have a favorite Beach Boys song, but I don't mind them. Yeah, I mean, well, technically they found Julian Sands this year. I mean, I forget when he went missing though. Maybe it was this year he went missing. I keep thinking it was last year, but I guess it was this year. Cuba Event Horizon, Event Horizon. Meatballs with Bill Murray, I like. Yeah, Julian Sands, he went missing months and months and months ago while hiking. They couldn't find his body until not too long ago. That was in the news a lot. Myth Beats. Mr. Cool, I would choose Richard Pryor. Could Be Halloween is a shitty film. Favorite parody film, either Loaded Weapon 1 or Hot Shots Part 2. I like the whole movie Arachnophobia. I don't have a favorite scene. I like the whole movie. Favorite Mel Gibson non-action film? I don't know. Favorite canine film? Canine. Yeah, I didn't mention Jill Rips because that's an awful movie. I was they were just the good Anthony Hickox films. Country Shape. No, I never heard that theory about Event Horizon. Hair with True Williams. I didn't see. Casey Jones, I would say hockey stick. I prefer him to use. Yeah, I've seen UHF. I like the film. Epic. I don't know what Epic is. You mean Epic movie? Yeah, it's a shitty film. No, frame by frame. I have not seen The Exorcist one yet. I mentioned that before. Hellraiser 2, I would choose Total Meltdown. Jordan, why would I seen Rainbow Connection? Frame by frame, give me any reason why would I have hope for the new Exorcist? You know the answer to that. Great, I'm doing all right, I guess. Sergeant Bilko, it's okay. Alan Bowen, I don't give a shit about him. Greg. Death Rattle, I don't share personal information because there are people who don't like me that watch me, and anytime you share any information, no matter how little or big, they'll just make fun of it and do whatever. No, frame by frame, you're fine. I just like it when you say you have no hope for a film, but I mean you already know that, so you know what I mean? Like you already know it. But that's what I mean, like you're asking a question that you already know the answer to. Has the past few years made you lose faith in franchise films? Yes, that should be everybody's point of view to lose faith in franchise films. Oh yeah, I already know that, Lucas. Monster Squad Blu-ray release. Uh, I mean, I have the film on Blu-ray. I don't need a 4K of it. I have the film on Blu-ray, so I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to get a 4K of every single film. Last good franchise film. I have no idea. Blade Runner. Maybe that last Blade Runner film, which I liked. Garrison, please do not spam. You don't have to ask the same question 85 times. Just saying, man. How have I not noticed the bucket and the stuff? Yeah, that's always been there. Yeah, you look back, that's always been there, Rich. But I hope you're doing well, man. Frame by frame, I did finish Spider-Man PS4. I uploaded all the parts. All the parts were uploaded. I uploaded all the parts. That's cool, Lucas. I don't give a shit about the remake of The Color Purple. Do I look like a guy that give a shit about The Color Purple? I don't really rate stuff out of 10 frame by frame. I'll just say it's a really good game. I don't know if Mira Sorvino was in the stuff. Yeah, I mean, in the review, yeah, there's usually a poster here, but I mean, in live streams, it's usually there. I just on live stream wise. Thank you, Lucas. No, I'm just frustrated because of, all these people dying left and right for no fucking reason. It's just annoying. I'm not annoyed by people in the chat, except maybe that Garrison guy. But other than him, I'm not annoyed with anyone in the chat. I'm just annoyed to just Victor Salva is still around. Maybe Hickox and Jeff Burr and all these other people die. But oh, Victor Salva can still be running around. That's what pisses me off. Stuff like that. And sorry about that. I lost my voice. Yeah, Anthony Hickox and Jeff Burr. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on? My favorite Gene Hackman film, Uncommon Valor. I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts anymore. Just don't have the time for it. Victor Salva, the guy who directed Jeepers Creepers, who touched kids back in the day, and he still got to do Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. I don't care what's going on in Israel. I don't live in Israel. Guess what? They've been fighting for decades. News at 11. The sky is blue and water is wet. Wow, big surprise. There's war in Israel? Wow, I've never heard that before. And the sky is blue and the water is wet, and this is a mellow yellow. News at 11. That's not against you. It's against all these people being like, oh my God. I'm like, as if you don't think there's ever been war there and battles. And yeah, it's not against you who asked the question. It's like the people in the news going, wow, you mean there's been conflict there? Yeah, for about a couple hundred years, give or take. People just figure this out now. How is this news? Like, people just figure this out now that there's fucking conflict over there. Holy shit, balls of fire. There's conflict in Israel. Holy shit. I've never heard that before. Bay of Blood, I have not seen, but I know. Well, I know. Isn't that a film that inspired a lot of slasher films? Is that the one that there's a lot of scenes from Friday the 13th Part 2 that it took from that movie? Or is that a different movie that I'm thinking of? It's that movie or someone else or some other that yeah, it's okay, it is. Yeah, so I've heard of it. I've heard of the film a lot. Like I said, I want to thank you for confirming. But yeah, that's what I heard from is that a lot of scenes from Friday the 13th Part 2 especially took a lot of scenes from that movie. I've seen Friday the 13th Part 2 a lot, but I've never seen Bay of Blood. So I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Is it Mario Bava who did it? I want to say Mario Bava directed it. I could be wrong because I'm bad with names. Now with the internet and video camera, we can see videos of war up close and personal. Yeah, exactly. But they've always been going on all the time. And people think it's new. I don't know where you've been. Uh, Honestly, I don't know much about the film. I know Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. I know Robert De Niro was in it. I think the film is like 3 hours long. So I don't know. I'm kind of not gun ho about these 3 hour movies. There are films, but it's like does every film need to be that long? Especially to see in a theater, probably not. But I mean, hey, something that's not a superhero movie and not a remake and not a sequel, that's cool. I wish them well. The trailer I thought was okay. It was an okay trailer. Like it wasn't a bad trailer, but I just you know not anytime soon. I can wait for streaming. I take the opinionated junkie. I appreciate it. Venture Brothers intro is like Bay of Blood trailer. I've never seen Venture Brothers, but I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen Venture Brothers, so I did. I'll take your word for it. But Venture, okay, cool. Yeah, I've never seen it. The show. And thank you, frame by frame. You've been very kind, man. Thank you so much. So is everybody. Thank you so much. Again, I'm just frustrated that pieces of shit people are still around, but other people will just pat. Well, welcome to the world. As if this is the first or last time that's happened. It'll happen every day. I don't give a shit about Napoleon. The only Napoleon I liked is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So unless and really Scott's Napoleon, he's going down water slides and wants the Wiggly Piggly and to eat all the ice cream. If that's in it, then cool. If not, and there's no water slides, no deal. And really Scott hasn't done anything worth his shit since maybe The Martian. And then other than that, what has he done worth his shit in the past 20 years? I like The Martian. What else has really Scott done? So I don't give a fuck. I prefer Tony Scott, honestly. And again, the Napoleon, I'd rather be the one from Bill and Ted's That's an Adventure. It's due to the action being seen on Twitter. Well, maybe they should read a book, learn a bit of history instead of just Twitter. I didn't see The Last Duel. Didn't really care to. Didn't interest me. Hey there, Aragorn. But the movie did not interest me. It didn't look like a movie I would give a shit about. But yeah, I have not seen anything Ridley Scott has done that's been worth a shit in 20 years, other than maybe The Martian. Alien Covenant, no. Prometheus, no. They need to do like a Robin Hood film and all this other stuff. Favorite Tony Scott film is between The Last Boy Scout and Beverly Hills Cop 2. Worst Tony Scott film? I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Domino. True Fire Pink Guy, hello there. I Love Lucy. I know of it. I didn't watch the show growing up. Favorite Anthony Hickox film is honestly I would say Waxwork 2 Lost in Time. And then my favorite Jeff Burr film would be I'd probably say Chainsaw Massacre 3. Because I don't think that's a bad film. It's not up to par with the first two, but I don't think it's a bad film. But yeah, I would say Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I don't mind the cast in that. And that's the film that if you ever listen to Mike Matei, anytime he goes, "Oh, you motherfucker, going to pay." Mike Matei, who was with Angry Video Game Nerd. That's from Chainsaw Massacre 3. That was one of the people in there. Are you motherfucker going to pay? Incredible Shrinking Woman. I didn't see it. My favorite lead singer, Michael Jackson. Favorite Michael Bay films, Bad Boys 1 and 2. I didn't see Oppenheimer. Favorite killer animal film, Jaws. Rolling Stones, I like them. I don't remember those songs, Mr. Cool. Fabio, he's probably busy working right now. I think on his community post, he said he might be doing a Resident Evil 2 stream, which that'd be cool to see. Do I look like the guy that would watch Fred movies, Garrison? Michelle Queasy did a cool interview with Scott Atkins on his channel. All Scott Atkins, you mean the guy that is now making you pay to see the full interview on his Patreon because even though he's a millionaire, he needs the money? Original. Original. The screenshot was the original. At least that's what it looked like on his community post. But I guess he said he wanted to play it first. I guess just to get familiar with. Oh, by Silver Wings. So what's next for you on well, Rich, look on his the thing with the I don't know what's it called. If you go on his channel, the shorter video that says coming up like news, he says get the full uncut on and all these perks, like get the full uncut on my Patreon. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but if you look at that video, it's only a couple minutes long. He says it there. Resident Evil Gaiden. Gotcha. Good luck with that. Well, I don't want to end this conversation. No, I do not think Michael Jackson did anything. There you go. Says he interviewed Oliver Gruner. I've lost all interest in the show. I'm kind of curious to hear more of why that is, Rich. Please tell me a bit as to why. I'm just curious. I have a feeling, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. So I don't know anything about what's coming up with South Park. Oh, thanks, man. The creator. I haven't even seen the trailer to it. I've only heard a couple people mention it. I think it's the director of Rogue One, which I'm not a fan of Rogue One. And again, I haven't even seen a trailer, so I know nothing about it, and I'm busy with requests. And that's what I'm going to center on is requests. Because if people are taking their money and say, hey, I'm not going to waste that time watching other stuff when it's like, wait a minute, these people are waiting for their reviews and requests. That's why I'm uploading like 3 or sometimes 4, sometimes 5 videos a day. Because I think that is the responsibility of myself to make that be precedent. Now, if people want to request stuff, be my guest. But that's going to take precedent. I think that's only right for me to do. I don't watch my rants. I don't like my videos. I've reviewed No Man's Land. I don't know if it's still up. Andy Lau, I the only thing I remember him from is the Shockwave 2 I watched, and wasn't he in Infernal Affairs? He's fine. Thousand Ways to Die in the West. I mean, are you talking about the Seth MacFarlane film, A Million Ways to Die in the West? Michael Myers, because I got tired of labeling that. So sometimes I'm like, I just want to see a movie review, and then people would have to actually watch the review on those to see whether I like or hate it. And plus, why do they have to? Maybe I just sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. People actually have to watch the review to see. Sometimes. Go figure. What if there's a North Park? I don't know what a North Park is, Bobby. Sean, I would pit New Jack City. I know nothing about the Snow White remake. I don't know if it's gone, not gone, canceled on hiatus. I don't know. TF2, I don't know what TF2 is. The Fatty 2, I don't know what that means. TF2. Fuck Kevin Smith. That's why I say fuck Kevin Smith. As a fucking sellout. He sold his fat, then he sold his soul. Uh, oh, Team Fortress 2. I didn't play Team Fortress 2. Hey there, Drew. Um, I vaguely remember Creature with Craig T. Nelson. I remember thinking this does not need to be this long of a film. It does not need to be a miniseries. I think it was truncated to like a 90-minute movie. I think it would have been much better. Michael Myers, what does it matter? They're still the same videos. What does it matter what I title them? They're the same videos. They're the same videos. What does it matter? Oliver Druner is full of shit. I sat through 2 years of his BS making that movie, and I heard him say a lot of the same bullshit to Atkins in the interview. That, yeah, I run my mouth too much about him sometimes, so maybe I should leave it there. Nah, please say more. You're on friends here. Well, I'm your friend, so you're on me here. I reviewed Little Monsters, but thank you, frame by frame. Gary Blow Jr., this guy actually worked with Oliver Druner. Have you worked with Oliver Druner for 2 years? So I think this guy knows a little bit more than you, Gary Blow. Frame by frame was looked at as bullying. Because you can't bully people. Hey, Rich, anytime, man. But I don't want to sink your career. Gary Blow Jr., did you work with the guy for 2 years? Then you didn't. This guy did. The Steven Seagal reviews are still up. If I ever re-review K-12 again, I would just complain more about the movie. Because it seems like YouTube, it's fine if you talk shit about the movie. They just don't want you to be mean about the person in general. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll re-review it again. I just make fun of the movie more. I'll just say she sucks and be with that. Hey, Remake Station. I was a huge fan of Oliver Gruner growing up. We loved him. Worked with him for 2 years. Was the worst experience in my life. But I can laugh about it now. Sector 8. I forget. Sector 7. It was with Sector in the title. Frame by frame, they got mad at me because frame by frame. There's another video I had where YouTube got mad at me because I said, "Who's the girl Jennifer Lawrence who said she was the first female action hero?" I did a video saying how stupid that is, and YouTube took the video down. So there you go. But they're fine if you make you fun of a movie because a movie doesn't have feelings. So that's why I just make fun of the movie. Well, I'm still going to be honest. Still going to be honest on a movie. Yeah, the first female action hero. Yeah, there's a lot of people that disagree with that. I think You know, you can name 50 people that would disagree with you, from Pam Grier to Linda Hamilton to Sigourney Weaver to Cynthia Rothrock to even Gina Davis. Shouts the F word. Was that Paul Walker from Running Scared? Exactly, country shape. Thank you, Victor. Samuel, it's YouTube. Why are you surprised that they would simp? Like, why would be surprised? I don't have the video anymore, man. I'm sorry. Unless it's on the Odyssey channel, I don't think it is though. Unless I always say this: if anyone ever wants me to do a video for them alone, and I just send it to you via Mega, and then you can upload it. You guys, you can. Anyone can do that as well. Gary Blow, you're fine. I'll say that if anyone ever wants me to do a full blown video and send it to you via Mega Upload, you can do whatever you want with it. Upload it on your channel. You do whatever you want. I have no issues with that either. I reviewed Moving with Richard Pryor. I do like the film. Submerged. It's one of Andy Hickox's worst films. Zach D. Sure. Uh, I didn't know you were making a film, but congrats. Good luck with it. Thank you, Fadi. I appreciate it. Yeah, Zach D. That's. I didn't know you're making a film. Gary Blow, you're fine. Jill Rips, I would say, is worse Anthony Hitchcock's film than Submerged. I'd rather watch Submerged than Jill Rips. Jill the Ripper with Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, I mean, I disagree with the guys at Dead Pit, but that's fine. It's not against the law. When did you realize movie reviews were your thing? I still don't think it's my thing because I there's a lot for me to improve. A lot. No, I do not like Paul Blart Cop. I think he's a piece of shit. Oh, that's cool, Zach D. Very cool. No, no problem, man. And is Frame by Frame still here? Just want to make sure on something. Fair Western comedy? I don't know. I have to think about that. You did a John Woo gameplay? That's cool. Congrats on that. Oh yeah, I was going to mention if anyone in the future, if you do send a PayPal request, it's best to send it. I forget what it's called. The friends and family or as a gift, not as goods and services, because that way the IRS and stuff, they're much more easy on both sides, both parties. Jordan, those reviews, I don't remember. I don't know if they had clips in them and then they got tagged. Because there'd be times I would have clips in them and then a year or 4 months later, YouTube would tag them and then automatically block them. Which is fine because people can react to a film for 30 minutes and they're perfectly fine. But if I put a trailer, then, a year later, 8 months, you're blocked. It was fine for the other 8 months. And if no one can see them, what's the point? I haven't seen Merlin with Sam Neill. Yeah, family. Yeah, like Vin Diesel. So go the Vin Diesel route. I think I reviewed the Magnificent Seven. I think I reviewed it. I liked it for what it was. Judge's First Strike. I don't remember if I reviewed. I like the film. Love Dolph Lundgren. He's a favorite of mine. Head Like a Hole. Like the song. Like the version the Beekeeper. Wish I could find the version that was in the Beekeeper trailer, but that hasn't been released. John Lovitz and no, Dana Carvey would not have worked in Bad Boys. I do. I love Dolph Lundgren's a lot of filmography. Ali, I have not seen either of those films. Oh, sorry. Yep, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Some movie audio bled through. YouTube instantly struck it. That's what happens. But someone can react to a film for 30 fucking minutes with footage that gives away the entire movie, but because they do this in the thumbnail, or this, or this, then you're perfectly fine. Don't ask me why. Yellow Devil, yes. I think if you make more than $600 starting, I think this year. But that's if it's good in services, not if it's the family friends thing. That is a gift. Kokomo by the Beach Boys, I don't mind them. Yeah, I miss Stan Winston. His work on Predator, Aliens, Pumpkinhead, he directed that film. Bill Nye the Science Guy, I haven't seen his stuff in decades. Country shape, whatever's more the most comfortable. You have to make it comfortable for yourself. And it may take years for people to give an iota of shit with the way YouTube is. Pumpkinhead 2, it's so not nearly as good as the first one, but I put it above Pumpkinhead 3 and 4. Steam Trains, that's cool. Enough said, I haven't heard of the film. Yeah, Expendables 4, yeah, is a pretty big piece of shit. I agree. I agree, big piece of shit. Fucking sucked ass. I agree with that. Agreed. Agreed. Well, thank you, Bobby. You're really kind, man. Thank you so much. It's sliced up, burned by Todera, beat up by me, I guess, and thank you, the teen, and Koji fan. Alien for my piece. Uh, you just say Seth Rogen. Uh, what would Seth Rogen do? Ignore them to death? Oh, I'm stupid. The other way around. So sliced up and burned. That will be Victor Salva. Beat up, I guess, the guy from Spider-Man Lotus, and I come in peace, Seth Rogen, while he's in the middle of him laughing. I come in peace. Bye bye, Seth Rogen. But anyway, just meant for fun and jokes, people. Yeah, I saw the trailers to Silent Night and the Beekeeper. They looked fun, although the Beekeeper showed the entire movie. I like the version of Nine Inch Nails' Head like a hole in the trailer. I hope that trailer version of that song comes out, but they showed the entire movie in the trailer, but it was fun. But they showed the entire movie in the trailer, so I'm like, do I need to see the movie anymore? Because the entire movie's in the trailer. If you don't believe me, watch The Beekeeper where Jason Statham trailer. You can't tell me that's not the entire movie. Every action scene in the movie is in the trailer. So I saw the movie. It was a cool movie. Do you think he sells endorphins? Well, if he's wanting to get high and all Seth Rogen does is get high, then he'd be high on his supply. So actually, Seth Rogen would be the best because he's always high, and the alien and our companies wants to get high. So go after Seth Rogen and leave us all alone. So there you go. Yeah, it's a compilation of the whole movie. I agree. Fadi, if you want, be my guest, man. Yeah, don't watch the trailer to The Beekeeper if you want to not have the entire movie spoiled. I can. I kind of wish I never saw the trailer to The Beekeeper, but yeah, Fadi, if you want, be my. I wish I didn't see the trailer to The Beekeeper. Maybe if I just listened to it and listened to that cool version of Nine Inch Nails song, but should not watch the trailer. Ocelot and Spendables 4, yeah, Ocelot. Where's Solid Snake? Yeah, he is. Matthias, he was on is on the Pineapple Express. Peter Roddentail, I don't know what that is. Mr. Cool, I'll choose Don't Be a Menace. The Beekeeper is a Jason Statham movie, and there's a reason why he's called The Beekeeper. Baby Metal, I don't know what that is. Is that like the sequel to Baby Geniuses, where they form a rock band? Baby Metalheads. You're friends with the writer, Peter Roddentail. Maybe that's one I saw, but I don't remember anything about. Maybe I did see that one. And I don't remember. There are times I see films and I don't remember a damn thing about them. Take Care, Drew. 1999 Graveyard Shift. I love the film. Yeah, I think that was on my other channel that I lost the password to, so I can't get into anymore. An older other channel. Technically, I have three right now. I have a backup one, I have this one, and then I have a one from long ago that I wanted to do more with copyright material, but then I lost the password to it, so I can't get into that one. The one with the I was never into baseball. No. Favorite songs of all time. It's too many to count. Too many to say. It's too many to mention. Ambulance. I reviewed Ambulance with Jay Gyllenhaal. Cats 2019. It sucked, and everybody knows it sucks. Hey, Darmel Spire, thank you, man. I appreciate it. No worries. You don't have to comment, but I appreciate the kind words there, man. Thank you, Dark Metal. Favorite horror films. Well, the Amityville and Horror are not my favorite horror films. Favorite direct-to-video horror movie besides Tremors 2? Direct-to-video horror movie. Watchers 2? There you go. In fact, you know what? I'll get it. That's right here. You want to, this was direct-to-video? There you go. With Mark Singer, the Beastmaster himself. My type of movie. He gets a shotgun, blows the creature away, gets the girl, gets the dog, walks away, and the movie ends. As Roger Corman said, when the monster's dead, the movie is over. He gets a shotgun, he shoots the shit out of the creature, he gets the girl, Tracy Scoggins, who's hot, has the golden retriever, walks away, the movie's over. My kind of movie. I wish there were features on this. Says Mark Singer seems like he's a fan of it because I saw an interview and he mentioned this. It was like 5 seconds because the guy didn't go into it, but he says he likes the film, so I don't know why he wasn't interviewed for this. They probably didn't ask because Stream Factor is being cheap on it. And people mention ambulance. You want an ambulance movie? You know what? Let's do some horror recommendations. Why not? And I'll do a documentary as well. 1 second. Bear with me on this. Let's do something here. This and that's not horror. 1 second. This and someone mentioned this and this. Well, why not? It's October. Metal Beast. The suit looks good, but the movie sucks. It's a piece of shit. Project Metal Beast. So, a couple horror films for October to recommend. Graveyard Shift with the evil Fred Ward lookalike Stephen Mott. Body Parts with Jeff Fahey. Hey, QJC. Underrated Eric Red film. Gets in a car accident, gets his arm ripped off, gets a new arm, it starts controlling itself, and pretty much finds out this was connected to a killer, and the killer wants his body parts back, so he's ripping them off one by one, including Brad Dourif here in the voice of Chucky. Cool car chase where he's handcuffed in one car, the killer's handcuffed in the other car. So, yes, it is a car chase done with 2 people handcuffed to each other, and that's a pretty creative, well-filmed car chase, and you get some good shotgun bloody fun at the end. If you like the film 7, Resurrection, starring Christopher Lambert from Mortal Kombat and Highlander. Came out in 1999. Leland Orser from 7 and Christopher Lambert. They are 2 detectives looking for a killer who is killing people, and the people they kill, the people the killer's killing, are stealing body parts because they want to recreate the body of Jesus Christ for Easter. This Easter's coming up. So they have to stop the killer before he completes his masterpiece. From the same director of Highlander 1 and 2, Russell Mulcahy. This is not a horror film, but it was up there, and I would just say if you like documentaries, it's not a horror film, it's quite the opposite, but Dark Days. Recommend it. It's for free on Tubi. It's a very good documentary about the homeless and New York. And I talked about this before. It's on Tubi. Has a little bit some hope in the end as well. People living under the city of New York and sewers in the suburban world and how they live. At times funny, at times sad, but good documentary. Pulse with Joey Lawrence. Victor, I like the Blair Witch Project, but people know about that. Talking about ones that people may not know. Pulse. Pretty much a little kid with his father and stepmother move in, and there's this electrical pulse that can make things move and do stuff. Pretty cool little B movie from back in the day. Some nice cinematography of camera work where they show the in and outs of these electrical systems. Yes, the you want the ambulance? This is the ambulance to get. Shipping Addy. I can't. Do you really want me to give that here? Do you have my Facebook? Oh, Psycho Hobo, that was you? I gotta redo it then. I thought you meant the Genesis song. So I did the video and I put it. I didn't know it was you, and I didn't know. I thought it was for the Genesis song, so I reacted because I know both versions. So that means I have to write it down and redo it because I didn't know it was the Disturbed version. I thought it was the Genesis version, and I react because I like both of these, but I didn't know it was you. So I said your real name, and then I didn't know it was. So I have to redo it now. So let me write that down. The Disturbed version. I've heard that before too. I like it. In fact, I kept talking about it, but so Land of Confusion, Disturbed version, and Psycho Hobo. So I gotta write that down. So now I gotta delete that video and I'll do that sometime. Thank you. But yes, if you want to see an ambulance film, this is one to watch by the late great Larry Cohen. Eric Roberts actually works for Marvel Comics in this, and you have a cameo by Stan Lee. Actually, I'm trying to think. Wasn't there someone asking, like Abdul? Like this is what he asked. I don't know by smooth, but thanks. My balls? No, you don't know my balls. You don't know if they're smooth or not. But I'm just kidding. It's a joke, folks. I don't know if I want to give my shipping address on here. If you want to go on my Facebook, feel free. You can send me a message there. Uh, you sure you want your personal email out there? I don't know what link were you going to send it on. But yeah, the ambulance. Pretty much the story is, like I said, Eric Roberts. He is a comic book artist. He works for Marvel. Stan Lee has a cameo. He meets this girl one day, which this is the girl in Cliffhanger, Janine Turner, and she falls ill, gets put into this ambulance. He goes to find her. She disappears, and then him, this female cop, are trying to investigate, and you find out this ambulance are taking people for their body harvest to harvest their organs. And this has some really good stunt work because the guys who worked on these stunts, they worked on Maniac Cop 2, and they actually go work on some of the Fast and Furious movies, the stunt work. But this is all done practical. So, fairly good film. Now, here is the Amber Heard story. There's Amber Heard. And pretty much is about how she terrifies Johnny Depp. So, based on a true story. This is definitely worth a look. H.P. Lovecraft, most people remember H.P. Lovecraft with Reanimator, but this is, of course, a different tale. Has some good gore. I think some people might get bored because there's a bunch of people kind of wandering around a house for a good chunk of time. But it's a childhood favorite, so maybe I'm more lenient on it than others. But it's the Amber Heard story. You know, See what makes her tip go watch this movie. And finally, Mosquito. This is a type of creature feature film that I wish was on Sci-Fi Channel. Uh, Gary Jones is a effects guy. He utilized a lot of it. Gunnar Hansen, who is Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Master, he's in the film in a supporting role. He played Leatherface in the original Texas Chainsaw Master. He has a supporting role in this, and a lot of fun old school. The acting is not the best, to be fair, but if you want B movie thrills with some nudity, a lot of gore, a lot of like practical giant mosquito effects, it's a good effect showcase. And this is a fun B movie. Again, the acting is not great, but this is a lot of fun. This is what B movies should be. Mosquito. Oh, here's the other cover. There you go. Now look at that cover. There's Gunnar Hansen, Leatherface himself. Rest in peace, Gunnar Hansen. So there's the other cover. There you go. Rest in peace, Gunnar. And yes, he does use a chainsaw. Sally for only a little bit. Wish a lot more, but he does use it. Again, I wish for a lot longer though. So some fun movies to watch during the Halloween season. And this is from Synapse, which I know they're supposed to be releasing Trick or Treat, I guess, sometime. But sorry, I was in the middle of that, so I'm sorry if I missed a bunch of questions and such. But yeah, The Nameable, I do like the film. I think it's a bit underrated. I like mullets. I wish I had a mullet. I don't make fun of mullets because I like mullets. Because I wish I had one. The 80s heavy metal. Abdul, I mean, that's fine. I mean, yes, send me the email. I don't know what link, but be my guest, man. Uh, which video is that, by the way, Abdul? You said your message? Which video is that so I can find it, Abdul? Which video is that you'll be replying so I can make sure I look at it, Abdul? And I will write it down. So which video is that you'll leave messages on? You're growing out a mullet? That's cool. I'm jealous. I don't remember albums. I don't pay attention to albums. I just pay attention to songs. So I can't tell you which is my favorite album. I more so pay attention to songs. Does the only CDs I had growing up was soundtracks, to be perfectly honest. And then a lot of songs I would just hear on the radio or a bit on MTV or of course eventually YouTube. So at the Mountains of Madness, there was talks of making it, but didn't happen for a variety of reasons. What can you do? Dangle Brothers. I don't know what Dangle Brothers is. Do they dangle the balls with each other? Is it Lieutenant Dangles from Reno 911? No, I don't know who the Dangle Brothers are. Kevin. Is it Lieutenant Dangle from Reno 911? Is it a spinoff of him? They Crawl Beneath. I think I reviewed that film. I thought it sucked. Sorry, man. I think I saw that film, reviewed it. That's cool, Abdul. Science says testosterone is what causes hair loss. Well, I don't feel bad anymore then. Special K, ketamine. Guess I gotta go eat. I gotta take some ketamine then. Special K. That's not what Special K is. Just goofing. Van Damme and Mortal Kombat 1, that's cool. I'm not playing the game, but that's cool. Except, why doesn't he do any of his moves or any of his moments from the movies? Matt, who dies? I died? Who died? Oh, the title is two directors, horror films, who passed away this week alone. Anthony Hickox, who did Watchwork 1 and 2 and Hellraiser 3, and Jeff Burr, who did Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Stepfather 2, Puppet Master 4 and 5. Is short for Kyle. Special K, I don't remember yesterday. So you probably have to tell me 10 more times before I finally figure it out. So I do apologize. It's just my fault. Peter freaked out. Did you not look at the title of the video? Did you hear about Jeff Burr? The title of the video says R.I.P. Anthony Hickox and Jeff Burr. So yeah, I think I heard about it. Michael Pare. Maybe I didn't see that one. Okay. So, well, yeah, I think I did see that one. Isn't it like Michael Pare gets crushed by a car and then the guy's stuck under the car and then like all the film is in a garage? No problem, Peter Freak out. I'm just goofing. But thank you, frame by frame. I'm just goofing, just having fun, folks. Nothing else. You have $100 million, $100 million to make an intro film. What do you do and how? I would make a Raphael film and get the guys who choreographed the John Wick movies to do it, and I would do a movie in the style of Dread or that type of rip roaring R-rated action with martial arts. Center on one movie, make it as action packed as possible, and go from there. That's what people's problems. They plan 80 movies ahead, and that's their mistake. Go one movie at a time. Get that movie out, see what worked, what didn't work, and then go to the next one. Again, the problem with so many of these companies, they plan 8 movies out, or 15 movies out, or 25 movies out, and they don't know what worked and what didn't work, and then they put themselves in a corner, just like DC did with Man of Steel, and then they did all this other shit. I would try to go a practical suit and see what we could do with it. With the technology, if they could do that with the technology in 1990, 1991, then I want to see what we could do with the technology of 2023 or 2024, since we're almost there, with practical suits and animatronics. Again, if we could be that far in 1990, then let's see where we are later. I didn't see the Little Mermaid remake. Cool, fuck David Gordon Green. I like Pumpkinhead. I'm fine with the Blu-ray I have. I don't need every film on 4K. I really don't. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some of these movies away. I know I can wait till later, but with me, I'm like, I have to do these now, or it's just gonna bug the hell out of me if I don't do it. I know I'm weird like that, but it is what it is. And the only thing I bought and it's been shipped is the Shout Factory of the TV show Elf. We're supposed to be coming, I guess, Monday, the 16th. So we'll see what happens. If Van Damme was in Mortal Kombat, we got that. It's called Bloodsport. And it's Bloodsport. That's what it is. You saw Van Damme in Mortal Kombat. It's called Bloodsport. The 2014 one is worse, Garrison. I'd have to re-listen to both those versions, Josh, to give a better opinion. If Van Damme was John, I mean, again, Van Damme did that. It's called Bloodsport. I'll just go watch Bloodsport. Least favorite Rambo movie, the last one. Where did you buy the Elf Blu-ray? Shout Factory. I just they ship it earlier because I pre-ordered it. If you pre-order from their site, they ship it early. I don't give a shit that the Little Mermaid's black. I give a shit that I don't even like. I'm not even big on the original Little Mermaid, so I don't care about a new one. I'm not even much a fan of the original Little Mermaid and this fucking pedophilia. Not a fan of Little Mermaid, not a fan of pedophilia. Go figure. Sorry, I'm not into seeing underage girls. Not for me. And that's what the Little Mermaid was. Sorry. If people want to watch it, and that's fine. Not for me. Told you sorry, I don't know what that is. Least favorite Elm Street film, the remake. Summertime Switch I didn't see. Ariel is like 16 or 17, 16 years old. Look it up. And Little Mermaid. She's about 16. Some say 17, but I think she's supposed to be 16 in that. Jared Fogle would love it, yeah, I'm sure. Well, no, because she's not a guy, so Jared Fogle would not love it. I didn't play the Blair Witch game. Halloween Ends. Yeah, that's true. Little Mermaid take place 17 or 1800. Wouldn't she be 200 or 300 years old today? Well, yeah, today. Yeah, true. But I mean, yeah, I get what you mean. Frame by frame, look it up. But like people don't realize that, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's not the only reason, to be fair, but it's one of the reasons. I'm like, yeah, she got her titties ready to be out there with the seashell. Probably part of the three seashells for Demolition Man. Victor, the remake is worse than part 5 of Nightmare on Elm Street. I bet everybody would agree that the Nightmare on Elm Street remake is the worst Elm Street film, or at least 90% of people in the chat. If I asked you if you saw it, what's the worst Elm Street film? 90% of the chat would say Elm Street remake, and I agree. Halloween Ends is worse than 5. Yes, I would say that. North Korean kaiju, I didn't see it then. Fair Michael Myers Mask, Halloween 2 from 1981. I don't know what the best part of Halloween is, but Donald Pleasance was a great asset. Robocop Road City, I don't have the systems for it, so I'll probably wait for a friend of mine to play it, whoever that be. But I don't have the systems for it. I always liked H2O. I don't like that there's 18 different masks in the movie because they couldn't center on what Michael Myers mask to use. But I always liked H2O. Always liked it. Yeah, I agree with your thoughts on the remake, chat. The Number No Street remake. I agree. Yeah, Halloween Ends. Yeah, it's a pretty hilarious movie. Snow White is 14. In the original, it can't be in the original movie because she looks like an adult in the movie. Now, are we talking about the original story? But in the original movie, she doesn't look 14. And still in the original Disney film, she's a tall ass 14-year-old in the original. No, that can't, there has to be something wrong with that. That can't be right. There has to be something else to it then. I don't, there's something else about that. I can't look on my phone now, but I mean, I I'm indifferent on Snow White anyway, so I don't really give a shit one way or the other because I don't really watch Snow White either. The films I watched was Aladdin and The Lion King, and maybe a couple others. Strays. Oh, that stupid fucking movie about the dogs and they curse. No, I didn't see that movie. Disney increased her age to 14 and Snow White. Then why did they make her so fucking tall in the movie if she's supposed to be 14? Then why is she so goddamn tall in it? Robin Williams is great in Aladdin. Body bags, it was there. No, I think it's about Strays. The well, from it's Disney. What do you expect? Why are you surprised by Disney? It's Disney. People have been saying Disney's evil forever. I bet if I ask people in the chat, is Disney evil? Most of them be like, yes. Is Disney evil? Yes or no? Let's see what people in the chat say. Top five answers. Is Disney evil? Yes or no? Top five answers. We got Samuel. Fuck Disney. Yes. Old Disney. I'm talking about Disney in general. Not talking about the 90s. Fuck Disney. Fuck modern Disney. Yes. Yes. Fuck Disney. Fuck modern Disney. So there you go. Oh, no problem, Andrew. You're welcome. Hook, it's there. I don't love Hook. Sam Crow, hello there. The Iron Claw about the Von Erichs. I mean, I don't know. Not a bad trailer to be fair. It's going to be a very depressing story, of course. Favorite Jeff Burr film? Probably Chainsaw Massacre 3. American Ninja 2 is great. It's the best. I think it's the best of the franchise. American Ninja 2 is great. I feel like 80s action. Favorite Friday the 13th film is Jason Goes to Hell. I don't give a shit. It's still my favorite. Yes, Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite Friday the 13th film. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Rat Hammer. Hello to you too. Puppet 2, it's there, but not nearly as good as the first one. It's not great. I would say for Jeff Burr, I prefer Puppet Master 4 and 5. I prefer Chainsaw Massacre 3. I probably say I even prefer Stepfather 2 over Pumpkinhead 2. But I've seen much worse movies as well. I've seen much worse. No, I've never cut pizza with scissors. I'm not Cobra. Elm Street remake is worth Jackie. Small Wonder I never saw. Uwe Ball is still worse, Preston. Blood Rage, I think I reviewed Blood Rage on the channel. Don't give a shit about the Thanksgiving trailer. It did nothing for me. I prefer the trailer from 2007 that was with on the Grindhouse double feature. Much prefer that. Cole, I don't know. Both those remakes suck. I go with Elm Street because I don't really give it. I give more of a shit about Elm Street, so I would say that remake was worse for me. So I would say that. The remake Demon Max Payne, I know nothing about it. I have no info on it, so I can't say anything. Oh, don't worry, there will be a Pumpkinhead remake soon. I guarantee there will be. I will bet money on it. Dares in Halloween 5 is worse. Jacob's Ladder is one of the worst remakes. I don't know what the worst remake would be, but it's one of the worst remakes. I enjoy the original Max Payne. I got it on PlayStation 2 here. Over here, it's somewhere in here. I haven't played in forever, but I do remember liking it. Never played the sequels, but I do like the first one. You like Halloween 5? That's cool. Teach their own. If John would direct Max Payne in the 90s, sure, that'd be cool. But that didn't happen, so it is what it is. I'll be right back once Sorry about that. Just had to get some stuff done real quick. That's just how it is. And sorry about that. No, aliens did not tape me. No, aliens did not tape me. I just had to get some stuff done. It was not the toilet. Actually, what I did was I went and fed the cats and stuff. Because I don't want them waiting, because I don't know how long I'll be on here. Oh, thank you, Bobby. So I'm looking over so I don't miss these, because they disappear. If someone wrote into Rambo remake and have Tom Holland's new Rambo, it'd be the worst thing ever. And I would throw up. Puke Dadlo, that's what I would do. I would puke Dadlo. Zally, no. Zally, just no. So, no, I have plenty of TP after what happened years ago. I have plenty of that. They remake everything, so anything that gets remade, I'm not surprised by. Oh, this is getting remade. This is getting remade. It's par for the course. It happens all the time, so I'm not really that surprised or anything. Anytime there's news of a remake, I'm like, of course, it's only a matter of time, so it's nothing to be surprised by. To be perfectly honest, not at this point at all. Ireland Boys production, no. Kevin Villa, like every show you mentioned, Kevin Villa, I've never even heard of. I don't know. With the way films are today, who knows what the 5 worst slasher movie characters would be? Because they keep making a worse one like every year. Well, Psycho Hobo, they did that as Carnosaur 2 and 3. Oh, thank you, man. Let me write that down. That's really kind of you, man. Thank you. That's really generous of you. Jackie Chan's first strike. Thank you, man. I'm fine with you reviewing the US New Line version since I prefer that one. Yeah, I'd probably say I prefer that one too. Plus, it's the one I grew up with more. But yeah, it's Police Story 4. That's Jackie Chan's first strike. Thank you. Yeah, I will definitely do that as soon as I can, man. Thank you so much. I do like that film. That was one of the first Jackie Chan films I saw. That one, Super Cop, Rumble in the Bronx, that one, Super Cop, and Operation Condor was probably the first 4 Jackie Chan films I saw. No, I've not been requested new Haunted Mansion movie. Slasher movies aren't really a thing anymore. I mean, you got the Terrifier films, for example, and all the stuff in streaming. Is Haunted Mansion one of your least favorite Eddie Murphy films? It is. Yeah, the tuxedo. Yeah, such a masterpiece. Yeah, Sick came out this year. I didn't mind that one. That was one I did not mind. Yeah, I didn't mind that one at all. If you wonder why I'm sitting like this, I don't know. When you sit in the chair, it's like, you know what? for the body posture, honestly. Request for the Nun 2? No one has requested it, no. Well, let's be honest, nothing nowadays elevates anything, for being honest. And what idea could elevate a slasher film? Everything that's been done with a slasher film has been done. We've seen it from their point of view, even in films like the Maniac remake. We've seen them in outer space, like in films like Jason X. We've seen them in every corner of the earth, almost every country. We've seen them at summer camps. We've seen them in schools and campuses. We've seen them like everywhere. So really, what more can you do with a slash film that hasn't been done yet? I haven't seen the movie Blank Check. Norbit is worse, Ryan. Well, I mean, Terrifier is a slasher film. You have Art the Clown, and he's killing people in gory, trying to be somewhat inventive ways, and that's really what it is, him slashing people. Or I should say killing people one by one. I mean, Terrifier is kind of what a slasher is. Picked up any Vinegar Syndrome releases? I haven't picked up anything of anything lately. The Medallion was terrible. I agree, the Medallion was terrible. Favorite Rocky movie, Rocky 4. Gore movies don't really sicken me because I've seen the makeup effects. Killers of the Flower Moon, I don't. The last live, I don't do live gaming streams. Abdul, I don't do live gaming streams. I've played video games, but they weren't live. I don't do live gaming streams. I have no way to do it with this equipment. Remember when Sinbad taught the president's son how to do karate? I no, I don't. Favorite Sona Rocky movies? Hearts on Fire. Broad Stipe. Have a good night. Favorite Hitchcock film? Rear Window. No problem, Foddy. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, Hearts on Fire is one of my favorite songs. There you go. Someone was asking my favorite songs. That's one of them. Hearts on Fire from Rocky 4. Hey there, Trevor. uh, Soundcropper from Med Tilly. I don't listen to Rex Viper, so I don't know. Don't listen to Rex Viper. Do you like foreign films? I don't seek them out. No, I don't seek them out. Favorite film composer? It was Jerry Goldsmith. Andrew, I was born to Bret Hart. Between those two. Favorite Dan DeVito movie? Batman Returns is a good one. I also like the movie Twins. Yeah, I have the Tigers Rocky 3. Yeah, it's associated with Rocky. It's Rocky 3. Ryan, I would choose Batman 89. Although I do like Batman Returns. I choose Halloween. Hey, YouTube, StreamYard, can you work now? I know I was frozen there for a second, but I don't know if it was StreamYard. I don't know if it was YouTube going on the StreamYard or the phone service needs an update because it needs an update like every damn day, it seems, the service. So I don't know what happened there. So if you're wondering why it froze like that and it was buffering, it was because either A, it needed and maybe the service needs an update yet again, or StreamYard's being fun. Hey there, Sloan. I like Full Moon more than Trauma. Uh, Andy Machete, because at least David Gordon Green, I think, has made some fun comedies. Andy Machete hasn't made a movie I've seen that was worth a fuck. The last gameplay I did was the Ninja Turtles 3 Rage and Victory defeating Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 The Manhattan Project. That was the last video game video I made. If you go on the main channel, it's a thumbnail of me and the turtles. Yeah, it's Rage and Victory defeating Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 The Manhattan Project. Which I'm proud of myself because that's a very tough game to beat legitimately. It's a very tough game. I know it's never labeled as one of the tougher games on Nintendo, but it's pretty tough and very happy that I was able to beat it legit. So, least favorite Matthew Broderick film, I don't know. Body Snatchers 1993, yeah, I like that film. I don't watch Mojo. Yeah, I like the '90s Body Snatchers movie. It's my favorite Body Snatchers film of all the versions. It would be the '90s one. Samuel, I don't know. Maybe that one. I don't know. No, David Gordon Green did not direct that Nick Cage film. No, he did not. He didn't do that one. No. Favorite Roland Emmerich movie? Roland Emmerich, The Universal Soldier. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was one or the other. I can't remember. Play the 1980s show. I don't know what that is. Yes, I thought Identity sucked. Yes, I did say that. Favorite '80s show? I don't know. Maybe Alf or the A Team. Favorite DreamWorks movie? I don't know. I have to see a list of DreamWorks films. I can't think of it off the top of my head. No, no problem, Dark Metal. It's fine. Worst Scene Exorcist 2, the entire movie. The entire movie is the worst. No, Universal Soldier is that Roland Emmerich's first film. Might have been his first. No, I mean he did films like Making Contact before that. Making Contact with the dummy. No, Sam, you're not bothering me. No, it's just been a long couple of days. So that's all it's been. Just been a long couple of days, and then uh, and these two directors I like just pass away, and then but some people's get to stick around who are not worth an iota of shit, and just how it is. Go figure. But that's typical. It's nothing new will happen next week, so it is what it is. I don't know who Haunted Hippie is. Yeah, I don't know who Haunted Hippie is. Stallone, I think he should retire. Just retire, relax, Stallone. Um, okay, Abdul. So when are you writing that? Are you writing that right now on there? So I have to just check after the stream or something? Oh, that's fine, Rapper Kirby. Hmm. 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 Sorry, just thinking, just looking through the chat, through the questions here. Larry Clark movies, I'm not a fan of. And I mean, these usually go for 2 hours. Usually that's because after 2 hours, I get kind of tired and spent. Well, actually, before it, I'll answer this. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. My idea for John Wick 5 is John Wick taught the Grim Reaper to come back to life, finish business to do. I made the video about that. Oh, that's very cool, Bobby. Have to check it out sometime. They'll never do that, but that's cool. That's cool. Hey, Neil Punk, I was actually getting ready to head off. So, but thank you, Bobby. I didn't. They'll never do idea, but that's a fun idea. Maybe for a comic book, that'd be fun as a comic book. Uh, I'll be around for a few more minutes since I saw that super chat. I'll be around for a few more minutes. Look at the chat, but all the Rocky films are free this month on here. That's cool. But yeah, just getting a little bit tired, so I'll probably just head on out and see what happens next. I don't know what I'll be doing tonight. The museum movies. The only one I could probably watch the first one, but that's it. Thank you, Country Shape. I appreciate it, man. I like all the Critters films. I guess the second one would be my favorite. Kevin. But I'll just end it here. You guys have a good night. Take care. Don't know when the next one will be, but yeah, either way, we'll see you in the next one. Take care, and we'll see you guys later for now. Bye bye.